Hello there, everyone. And we are here with a session going into our sweet yoga. Today, we're going to focus on Warrior One, Virabhadrasana One. So, before we begin, just a couple of to do lists. This is an open level class, so no experience is necessary. With that said, you want to make sure that you take care of yourself as much as possible throughout the session. This session will offer modifications and variations for all of the poses that we will be doing in the session. Feel free to use any type of props or anything in your environment that allows you to create that comfortable experience while getting into each pose. So if you have a pillow, if you have a blanket, a beach towel, just anything that will assist you with getting in and out of the poses comfortably. You'll even hear me offer up a cans of vegetables or fruit to use as your props. The great thing about yoga is that you are creating a practice that fits you, not the other way around. So again, remind yourself throughout this session that this is your practice. Keyword is your practice. So your practice will not look like someone else's. It will look different, and that's all right. Just remember to take your time, take as many breaks as you need to. We'll go over a pose called Child's Pose, which will be offered throughout the practice. So if you're already familiar with it, with Child's Pose, feel free to pop right into it at any time. If you're not, I'll definitely go over it throughout the practice. And you can definitely take that on whenever you need to take a break, catch your breath, and so on. So feel free to, if you have any questions, comments, or anything that you would like to kind of ask about the session or any of the poses, feel free to offer those questions and comments in your chat. And I will definitely answer any questions that follow the session. So right after the session, I'll answer any of your questions. But definitely feel free to leave a wave of hi, a comment, a question, or anything in your chat box. So we're going to go ahead and begin. And again, we're going to create, first off, starting off with our opening meditation. So go ahead and create a comfortable seated position wherever that is. And what that means is you can take a pillow, a blanket. Now grab something real quick. Feel free, and this is my little bolster here. Feel free to use a pillow. Feel free to use a blanket or anything that will assist you with your practice today. So feel free to use any of these. And if you have a hardback book, feel free to use those as part of your practice as well. Feel free to use a blanket, a beach towel, just anything that you can allow you to create that cushioning or barrier between your seat, your knees, and your thighs. So if you do have a blanket, you can sit on top of it. You can also use the same blanket, pillow, or hardback book, or even a yogi block if you have one. And you can tuck them underneath your knees, and you can tuck them underneath your thighs. And I'm going to scoot back so you can kind of see. So if you want to straighten the legs out in front of you, you can use your blanket and kind of unfold it a little bit and just kind of roll it up. And you can tuck this underneath your knees to kind of elevate the legs here. Another option, you can press the bottoms of the feet together so that the knees can roll out to the side of the body. You can cross the legs here. You can sit on top of the knees here if this feels comfortable for you. Feel free to use any type of pillows or blankets to cushion underneath the knees if sitting here feels a little bit comfortable for you. So again, if you need some more support with your spine, feel free to press your back up against the wall. And you can still use your pillows and bolsters to elevate the seat here and elevate the legs and the knees. So no matter where you are within your seated position, we're going to go ahead and tilt the hips and pelvis forward, lengthening the spine. So when you tilt the hips and pelvis forward, you're going to feel the shoulders roll up around and back. You're going to feel the head and neck stretch toward the ceiling. Taking the wrists, go ahead and drape them across the knees. For inspiration, your palms can face down if you need to inspire stillness and rooting. Your palms can face up if you want to inspire energy. Sometimes you need a little bit more than one thing. So feel free to press the hand up or down. It doesn't matter which hand. For meditation, the thumb and pointer fingers can touch at the tips. The 3 fingers can extend, coming into your meditation. Kasepana Mudra, where you interlace the fingers except for the pointer fingers. And you point the pointer fingers toward the floor, pressing both palms into the belly button. And you're inspiring the release of anything that does not serve your purpose mentally, physically, or emotionally. So feel free to find that seated position wherever that is, whichever fits you. For me, sitting on top of the bolster or blanket, the legs crossed. And today, I'll go ahead and inspire a little bit of meditation here. So in yoga, you're only breathing in and out of the nostrils, but this is allergy season. If this is going on where, there's a little bit of stuff going on and it causing you to have a stuffy nose or your sinuses are kind of infected or acting up, the most important thing is that you do want to breathe. So if the nose is stuffed up, definitely breathe out of the mouth here. So while we're here, we're going to take that deep breath in through the nostrils or mouth if it's a stuffy nose. So take in your breath as you inhale. Then slowly breathe out. Exhale. This time we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose or the mouth, whichever one best fits you. Inhaling. This time slowly exhale, roll the eyelids fully closed or half open, half closed, creating a soft gaze. So first and foremost, we're going to breathe in through the nose or the mouth. Inhale, slowly roll your breath across the forehead. Slide the breath across the crown of the head. Breathe down to the back of the head. The neck and shoulders. Your arms. The tips of the fingers. The chest and shoulder blades. The stomach and lower back. The left and right hip. The thighs, the knees, the shins, the tops of the feet and toes. Allow the breath to expand from all directions of the body, creating space and calm, creating energy. Exhale, feeling the breath lift from the tips of the toes, the balls of the feet, the inner arches and heels, sliding the breath over the calves, underneath the knees and thighs. Lifting from the left and right hip, the stomach and lower back, the left and right rib cage, the chest and shoulder blades, the tips of the fingers, the arms, the shoulders, the neck, the chin, the lips. Feel the breath leave the body, deflating your muscles and bones into the mat and floor. Allow the muscles to release and let go. Continue breathing on your own, expanding the breath from all directions of the body as you inhale. Slowly exhale to relax and release the body. Take a deep breath in. We're going to slowly lift the right palm. Coming into our Nadi Shodhana alternating breath, we're going to first and foremost take the right hand and you're going to lower your pointer finger and middle finger to the center of the palm. So you're going to leave that thumb, ring finger, and pinky finger out. And if this is a little bit of a problem, you can roll your pointer, your middle, and your ring finger down so that your thumb and pinky finger are extending. And if this is still a little bit of an issue, you can use both pointer fingers. So taking the right hand first, we're going to flip the right palm toward the face and press the fingers into the nose. Taking your ring finger, your pinky finger, or your left pointer finger, press down on that left side of the nostril so that your right nostril is still open and breathing. Breathing in through the nostril. Take your thumb, press down on the right nostril. Holding the breath for just a second, go ahead and release the nostril, exhale. Breathe in through the left. Press down on both nostrils, release the right, exhale. Breathe in through the right. Press down on both nostrils, release the left, exhale. So we're breathing in Nadi Shodhana, alternating nostril. So the great thing about this practice is that you can control the length that you hold the breath here. So as you breathe in one nostril, close that nostril, exhale out of the opposite nostril. Breathe in through that same nostril that you let go. Close both nostrils. Feel free to hold this for however long. Release that opposite side of the nostril. Exhale. Inhale through that opposite side. Hold both nostrils down. Release the opposite side. Exhale. Now with Nadi Shodhana, what we're doing, we're blowing a lot of that oxygen directly into the brain. So as you breathe in through the nostrils, it hits the brain first. Then it inflates the whole body. So this allows oxygen to flow at its maximum point into the brain. It increases your brain function. It increases your focus. So if you're kind of feeling like you're all over the place, this is a really great breath alternating nostril to come into. Just breathing in, hold, release, exhale. This is also a really great breath to get into if you're starting to feel a little bit of a headache. So, and what we're doing, again, you're adding that air directly into the brain here. So if you have any type of headache, or even if you have any nasal cavity obstruction here, where you're feeling that your sinuses are kind of really blocked, pulling that air at its maximum power and then blowing it out is a really great way to release that nostril and sinus cavity as well. So after you've reached your last breath, exhaling out of that right nostril, take a really deep breath in, slowly relax the right hand down into the lap. Draping that wrist across the lap here. We're going to go ahead and straighten the legs out in front of us here. Taking in that deep breath in, we're going to press within the bottoms of the feet. Pull the toes toward the face, tilting the hips and pelvis forward. Lift from the heart, relax the shoulders. From here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bending the left knee into the stomach and chest. Feel free to wrap your hands around the shin or underneath the thigh. Go ahead and roll your left knee out to the side of the body. I'm trying to show you real quick. So take your left foot, feel free to press it anywhere above or below that right knee and still continue to flex the right foot. For a little bit of a deeper version of this pose, you can take the left foot and cross it over top of the thigh or shin. And remember, you can still use your pillow, you can still use your blanket here to cushion underneath that left knee and thigh. So if you need that support, go ahead and take it. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to come into our forward fold. So take your fingertips here. Walk yourself forward. Tuck your chin into the chest here. Round the spine. So we want to feel that lower back release here. Both of the hands can rest on either side of the shin and thigh. Both of your hands can interlace over top of the right leg. You can wrap your fingers around the bottoms of the feet or toes. And if you have a belt, a string, or anything that is a little bit long here, feel free to even use an elastic band. Wrap that around the bottom of the foot if you need that assistance with coming into this forward fold. You can roll your hands around the belt, the string, or any type of strap here, or you can press the legs of the strap here and walk the fingers down. So we don't want to force this forward fold. We don't want to put any strain into the hips and lower back here by forcing. So we're just going to naturally allow gravity to take place here, coming into that forward fold, breathing in through the nostrils here. Exhale. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. We're going to softly breathe in and walk the fingertips back. Tilting the hips and pelvis forward first. This will allow the spine to naturally lengthen here. Roll the shoulders up, around, and back. Sit the head on top of the spine last. We're going to come into that spinal twist here. So take another deep breath in, a little more in through the nostrils. And we're going to twist to the left here. So take your fingertips, your chest, your stomach. Twist from the belly button. Taking your right hand and pressing it to the outside of your left thigh. So right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Left hand and fingertips can spin around the back. Lift from the heart. Relax the shoulders. Twist over the left shoulder here. If you have any neck issues, look straight ahead. But inhale to lift. Press it to your left and right seat. Exhale to twist. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale to twist, breathing in. Exhale to twist, breathing in. We're going to walk the fingertips and torso forward. Exhale, slowly rolling that left knee back into the stomach and chest, and then slowly relax the left leg down into the mat and floor. We're going to switch sides here. So we're going to take that deep breath in, exhale, bending that right knee into the stomach and chest here. Again, wrapping your fingertips around the shin or underneath the thighs. We're going to support this leg as it rolls out to the side here. So feel free to press that right foot anywhere above or below that left knee. Again, adjust this leg to where you feel comfortable. If you want to, again, add that extra bit to the pose, you can cross that right ankle over top of the left thigh. Again, feel free to use any type of props in your environment to assist this right knee rolling out to the side. Especially if you have any knee issues, definitely draw that foot a little bit closer below the knee and still use a pillow. Feel free to use a hardback book. Let me grab the Yogi blocks here. Feel free to grab hardback books, blocks, or anything that you can use to stack underneath the knees and thighs to support here. We're going to come into our forward fold. So again, we don't want to force it. Feel free to use a strap, a belt, or string, or anything to assist you with your pose here to wrap around the bottom of the foot. We're just going to roll our torso forward, resting the hands and palms anywhere beside, on top, around, or anywhere that will assist us with our forward fold. Remember, this is your forward fold, and so we want to take care of the body here. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. So if you're having any issues and you're feeling that it's a little bit harder to settle down before going to bed, coming into our Shirshasana pose, which is what this pose is a really great way to kind of get yourself ready. We're pressing our seat firmly into the floor. The hips are slightly opening here, but we're also kind of curving the spine, tucking the chin into the chest, rounding the shoulders, kind of signaling the body to kind of ease and calm down. Breathing in. Exhale. Slowly breathe in to walk the fingertips back, tilting the hips and pelvis forward to lift the heart. Rolling the shoulders up, around, and back, stacking the head on top of the spine last. So coming into that spinal twist, taking the fingertips and palms, twist from your belly button to the right. Taking the left hand, pressing that left hand to the outside of your right thigh. So gently press that hand to the thigh. We don't want to really grab and pull here. We don't want to put any strain. We just want to use that left hand as an anchor here. Taking your right hand, swing that hand behind the back to help stabilize the spine and lift the heart. You want to relax the shoulders and twist over that right shoulder. If you have any neck issues, feel free to look straight ahead. But breathe in deeply here. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Breathing in. Exhale to twist. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Slowly breathe in, untwist the torso. Take in a little bit more air. Exhale, roll the right knee back into the stomach and chest, and slowly release that left leg down, that right leg down to the mat and floor. Feel free to shake out the feet and the legs here. Feel free to wiggle the legs and feet out. From here, we're going to flip ourselves over. So take a really deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, flip yourself over. Coming into hands and knees tabletop pose. We're going to come into that balasana or child's pose here. So no matter where you are, feel free to use a blanket or pillow to assist with cushioning the knees, especially if you have sensitive knees here. Feel free to use a blanket or pillow to cushion underneath the wrist, especially if you have carpal tunnel syndrome, with the wrist, if you have any issues with putting any type of weight on your palms and wrists. Spread the fingertips wide. Press your knees and thighs together here, or you can separate your knees to the width of the mat, allowing the big toes to touch. Press the seat back, lowering the crown of the head. Arms can reach in front of the body, or your arms can relax beside the body, giving your shoulders that rest. In your child's pose, you want to press that seat back as much as possible because we want to take away as much weight from the wrist, forehead, and even crown of the head as possible. So lowering that crown of the head. If you feel like your face is kind of smushing into the mat, just turn your head to the left or right. If you feel a little bit of nausea here, like you really feel your circulation really flowing because now the head is lower than the hips, feel free to use a pillow, a blanket, a hardback book to stack underneath the forehead here. So again, create this pose here that's comfortable for you. Create the pose that best fits you, and feel free to take this pose at any time. You do not have to force yourself to continue your practice if you need to take a break, if you need to reconnect with the breath, if you really feel like you need to just kind of pause for a moment. This is your session. You can always come back to the session. So remember to take this pose at any time. This is also a really great pose to get into, especially before bed. If you're feeling that it's a little bit difficult to calm down, come here into your child's pose and just hold here and deeply breathe for a few moments. Whenever you're ready, slowly slide the palms underneath the shoulders. Lift the torso, come back into your hands and knees, tabletop pose. Slide the palms underneath the shoulders. Slowly walk the knees underneath each hip, the tops of the feet resting to the tops of the mat. So from here, feel free to remain here if this is as far as the body will allow you to go. But if you're interested in coming into your Adho Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog, you can curl the toes under, press within the balls of the feet. Lock your elbows. It's very important. We want the weight to shift from the body to the floor. Straighten the knees. Immediately lift the seat and hips toward the ceiling and push your head in between the elbows without moving the hands and feet. Feel free to lift and lower your heels here. If you feel that tenderness within the hamstrings or calves, you can even put a small bend or deep bend, drawing your seat back. But if you're tired, resting on your knees in child's pose, downward facing dog is also a really great option as well to come into to take that break. Feel free to shake the head yes and no here. And breathe as you lift your seat and hips high. Exhale, push back. Feel that nice open within the hamstrings or calves. Feel free to press your ankles and heels together here as well. Inhale to lift. Exhale, push back. Breathing in to lift. Exhale, push back. Breathing in to lift. Exhale, push back. Inhale, lifting that left foot just a little bit off the mat and floor. Exhale to hopscotch, walk, run. However you can get that left foot in between your fingertips, in between your palms. Feel free to use a hardback book, a stack of magazines, a can of vegetables or fruit, anything that you can use to establish and allow your hands to rest comfortably on either side of that left foot. The balls of the feet are pressing to the right leg. I'm pressing my right thigh forward. You want to do that? Bend into the front knee. From here, go ahead, lower your right knee down into the mat and floor. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Slide that right knee back until all of your weight drops into the hips here. Feel free to use your blanket or feel free to use your pillow to cushion underneath that right knee if you need that support or if you need any type of cushion to allow you to kind of just rest that knee back. Feel free to create that barrier. But we want to drop our drop our body weight into the hips here and inhale, lift, and rock back. Feel free to rest the hands at the hips. Feel free to press the palms at heart center. Feel free to bend the elbows at cactus arms. The arms can straighten here. Palms can press together. Fingers can interlace except for the pointer fingers. You can even just separate the arms shoulder width apart. But coming to that crescent moon, lean back as you shift and press the hips forward. Sink your body weight into the hips here. Lean back and open up the shoulders, open up the heart no matter where you are. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sink deep. Breathe in, lengthen the heart, lift and rock the shoulders back. Exhale, sink deep. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale, roll both of your hands on either side of the left leg. Curl the right toes under, press within the balls of the feet. Slowly straighten that right knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hop, scotch, walk, run. However you can lower that right heel down into the mat and floor. So first and foremost, we want to make sure that we lift the right heel, kick the right heel to the back of your mat, so that both your front and back toes are pointed to the front of the mat. Your right foot may turn diagonally at 45 degrees, and that's fine, but we want to make sure that the toes are pointing forward as much as possible, or as much as the body will allow us to. Continue to bend into the front knee and rock your torso back. We're going to lift the arms once again here. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, coming to that sweet pose, coming to that pose that we want to focus on. Feel free to deepen this pose or to come out of it a little bit. So press evenly into the toes, the front and back toes. Your right hip should draw forward. The hips and shoulders should point to the front of the mat. You still want to lean back, press into the outer edges of your feet. Again, adjust your arms wherever you're feeling comfortable. If you have hypertension, high blood pressure, shoulder issues, definitely bend the elbows, cactus arms, palms pressed at heart center or hands at the hips. But no matter where you are, breathe in. Exhale, bend into the front knee, press into your right heel. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Roll both of the hands on either side of the left foot here. Feel free to take your blocks with you, your hardback books, your can of vegetables or fruit. Take an inhalation, no matter where it comes from, and step that left foot back. Coming into your downward facing dog, coming into your hands in these tabletop pose, or even coming into your child's pose. Remember, any three of these options will welcome you. So no matter where you are within your practice, come right into the one that best fits you. Feel free to also play with all three. So breathe in deeply, lift the
feet and hips. Exhale, push your head in between the elbows if you're in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. From hands and knees, tabletop pose. Breathing in. Push yourself away from the mat, relax the shoulders. Exhale, press the tops of the feet and palms and finger pads into the mat and floor. If you choose to come into child's pose, press the seat back. Breathe in. Exhale, press the seat back, relax the shoulders, the crown of the head. Again, feel free to try all three. No matter where you are within your practice, breathe in deeply through the nose. Exhale, lifting that right foot up just a little bit. Exhale, stepping that right foot forward. And again, you don't have to make one big step up forward. If you need to straighten that foot, and if it doesn't make it within that first hop, just take your right hand and scoot the right toes to the tips of the fingers, the blocks. If that foot again doesn't make it within that first hop, just take that right foot however you can get it there. So wherever you are, you can even lower this left knee to the mat and floor, or you can curl the toes under and straighten that left knee. So we're going to come into our crescent pose here. So if the knee is not already resting to the mat and floor, go ahead and drop the left knee. Slide your left knee back until you feel the weight of your body sit and drop into the hips here. Make sure your knee sits over top of that right ankle. Feel free to use a blanket or pillow to cushion underneath that left knee. Inhale, rock back. Continue to sink into the hips. Your hands can rest into the hips. Your palms can press in heart center. The elbows can bend. Again, and this is also great if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, shoulder issues. But if not, you can straighten the arms here. Lift the arms. Press the palms together. Interlace your fingers. Wherever you are, rock back. Shift your body weight to the hips. Really feel that juiciness there. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, drop into the hips. Lean back. Feel the shoulders open. Feel the heart open. Breathe in. Exhale, sink into your hips. Inhale. Exhale, sink into the hips. Take that deep breath in. Exhale, slowly roll your hands on either side of the right foot here. We're going to slowly push back a little bit, come out of the hips just a little bit. And you can curl the toes under on the left foot and straighten the left knee. For just a moment, take a deep breath in. Slowly hop, scotch, walk, run. However, you can step that left foot enough so that you can drop the heel into the mat and floor here. Go ahead and press the toes into the mat and floor and make sure that your heels, both front and back, are kicking to the back of the mat, whichever back of the mat that is. And if that left foot is at a 45-degree angle, no problem. Feel free to just press that foot however far it allows you to roll the toes forward. Continue to bend into the front knee. Inhale, rock the torso back, relaxing the shoulders here. Take that deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, feel free to elongate the legs. Feel free to create space within the legs. If you need to widen the legs, feel free to as well. Again, this is your warrior one. Feel free to create the one that best fits you. But bend into the front knee. Straighten the back leg. Feel that left hip draw forward. Lean back, relaxing the shoulders. Adjust your arms to whichever best fits the body. We're going to hold here for a bit, but if you need to take that break, if you need to come out of it, come into your child's pose. Again, this is your session. So breathe deep here. Inhale. Press the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Rock the shoulders back. Exhale. Inhale, press into the toes. Exhale, press into the heels. Breathing and sink into that front knee. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Full round of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Slowly lean forward. Press both hands on either side of the right foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hopscotch, walk, run, however you can step that left foot forward. Come into your standing forward fold. Tucking the chin into the chest, round the spine. Feel free to press the feet together or separate your feet hip-width distance apart. Allow the chin to tuck into the chest and feel the head, neck, and shoulders dangle. Allow gravity to once again take over here. Feel free to rest here with the hands pressing on top of the pillows, the blocks if you have any cans. Feel free to assist yourself wherever you need. Feel free to change the height of the block. If you feel tightness in your lower back here, come into Ardha Uttanasana, where you flatten the back as if it was a shelf. Relax the shoulders, press the crown of the head forward. Your palms and finger pads can rest into the shins. You can tighten the core and dangle the fingertips here. To deepen your forward fold here, feel free to wrap your hands around the backs of the heels. Feel free to cup the backs of the heels. Feel free to use your middle finger and pointer finger. Wrapping it around the big toe, make sure you hold and close that space with your thumb. Bend the elbows back, feeling the stomach and chest draw closer to the thighs as the seat and hips lift high. No matter where you are within your forward fold, breathe deeply in through the nostrils. Exhale, feel free to just let go. Breathing in. Exhale, feeling the body just let go. Breathing in. Exhale, feel the body just let go. Breathing in. Exhale, feel the body just let go. Feel free to shake out the head, yes or no here. Just feeling that full spine release. Feeling the vertebrae create space between each other. Feeling the fluid just flow in between the vertebrae. Breathing here. Press into the feet and toes. Tighten your core just a little bit. Slowly lift the torso one vertebrae at a time. Slowly rolling the shoulders up, around, and back, and then pull the shoulders away from the ears intentionally. Feel the crown of the head reach up toward the ceiling here. Rest your arms beside the body. Really engage with your mat and floor. So lift all of the toes off of the mat and floor and press each toe down, starting with your pinky toe, your ring toe, your middle toe, the pointer toe, and the big toe. Really feel the outer edges of your feet and heels press into the mat and fully flatten the feet into the mat and floor. So this is also, again, that reminder of grounding the self, creating stillness within the body, starting with your feet and toes. Sometimes we just have to kick off the shoes here, kick off the socks. So from here, we're going to come into our balancing pose. Feel free to create your balancing pose using a wall. So if you want to run towards a wall, feel free to press either your left or your right hand into the wall. So this particular version of our balancing pose, it does not matter which side that you press your palms into the wall. But if you're interested in just trying this without the assistance of the wall, feel free to. So we're going to come into our eagle eyes legs pose. So first and foremost, we're gonna go ahead and press that left foot, the left side of the body, into the mat and floor. If you feel a little bit of tightness here, feel free to put a small bend into that left knee if you need to. Taking your right foot, we're going to bend the right knee and press your ball of the foot and stretch your toes into the mat and floor. Take your right foot and cross it over the left. So feel free to remain here in your kickstand. Again, you can press your hand on either side of the wall and also start to extend your arms beyond the body. So you can stretch your arms out. You can face the palms up or out to the side. You can even lift the arms up towards the head. But feel free to just press that right foot, the right toes into the mat and floor. You can always hold here, or you can lift that right foot and wrap it around the shin and calf. Now, the great thing about your balancing pose here, you may start to wiggle and wobble, but if you fall out of your pose, laugh it off, shake it off, have fun with it. This is a really great pose to take your time with. That's the thing about our balancing pose. We want to take our time coming in, holding pose, and even coming out of it. You can also take your right foot, cross it over that left thigh if you really feel comfortable here. So no matter where you are within your eagle legs pose, again, find your eagle legs pose here. And I kind of show you what it looks like to lift that foot up towards the thigh. You can definitely press that foot up here. And then, once you find that adjustment, bend the left knee. You're going to feel that seat drop. You're going to feel that right knee roll out to the side. You're going to feel that head and neck and chest lift. Now, if you're at the wall, you feel like you want to kind of try it without the wall, kind of play with kind of pushing off the wall a little bit. And again, you can bend the knees a little more. You can straighten the knees a little bit more. Here at the kickstand, you can still bend that left knee here. You want to drop the seat even a little bit. Just kind of sit with it. No matter where you are with your eagle-eyed legs, you want to definitely feel free to create that pose or that version of the pose here that feels comfortable enough to where we can ease the breath here. And you can always grow your pose no matter where you are, or come back into a previous version. Find something in front of you that doesn't move, and breathe into that very point, that very thing that's in front of you that doesn't move. So wherever you are within your eagle-eyed legs, we're going to breathe deep. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slow your breath down. Breathing in. Exhale. Straightening the left leg. Feel free to shake out the feet and legs. You may feel some work within your calves, your ankles, by shifting that body weight to one leg and then bouncing using that opposite leg. We're strengthening those muscles there. So we're working them out a little bit. Shifting your weight to the right side of the body. Leaving little to no weight on the left leg or foot. Feel free to press your palms into the walls or not. Feel free to extend the arms, bending the left knee, crossing the left leg over the right, pressing into the ball of the feet and stretching your toes. Feel free to come in your kickstand. You can wrap that left leg, that left foot around the shin and calf. You can bend that left knee really deep and press that ankle over top of the right thigh. Find your comfort zone. You can always change it. Slowly bend that right knee. Feel free to come into a hand mudra, whether it's meditation, energy and stillness, energy. Again, this is your pose here. Breathing here. And again, if you wiggle out of it, the great thing is you can shake it off and come back into it. So breathe here. Inhale. Drop the seat. Relax the shoulders. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Feel free to challenge yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Straightening the right knee, go ahead and uncross the left from the right. Feel free to shake out the left feet and the right. Walking yourself to the top part of your mat. The toes dangling at the top edge. Inhale, lift the arms above the head for just a moment. Exhale, swan dive into the lengthening of your exhalation. Slowly roll the torso forward. Once the spine bends halfway, bend the knees and lower your seat. Wrapping your arms around the shins or underneath the thighs. We're going to slowly take that deep breath in through the nose. Lift the heart, tighten the stomach from the left hip to the right hip. Slowly slide your space down. Allowing your arms can reach above the head or rest beside the body. As you feel the palms face toward the ceiling, go ahead and straighten the knees out in front of you and just feel the feet roll away from the body. Coming into your Shavasana. Feel free to use this opportunity to elevate the knees. So if you want to take your blanket or pillow and just tuck it underneath the knees, feel free to. If you need to elevate your torso here because you're having a little bit of sinus issues, feel free to use your pillow. Make sure that it's in the lower back of the spine, at the base of the spine, and make sure it's in that column. And slowly lower your body down. So again, this is your final pose. The pose that you've been looking for. Your goal. Your whole purpose of practice. Shavasana. Continue to hold that final pose. And as you find that final pose, take in that deep breath in through the nostrils. If you feel any tension in your feet, in your legs, release them and let them go. If you feel any tension, in your hips, in your stomach, in your rib cage, in your chest, release them and let them go. If you feel any tension in the tips of the fingers, in your palms, in the forearms, in your biceps, release them and let them go. If you feel any tension in the neck, in the chin, in the lips, in the cheeks, in your eyelids, in your eyebrows, in the forehead, in your ears, in the back of the head. As you roll the eyes fully closed, if you feel any tension on top of the head, above all else, just let go. Feel the breath softly enter into the body. Feeling the body fully inflate, as if you were about to gently lift off of the mat and floor. Slowly exhale and feel the skin, your muscles, your bones melt back into the body, and feel your body bypass and just melt into the mat and floor. Release any and all effort of movement, of breath. Create your own rhythm of breath. As you come back to the here and now, allow gentle and soft movement to return to the fingers and toes by wiggling them. Allow the wrists and ankles to rotate in circles. Shaking the head, yes. Rolling the head, no. On your next exhalation, bend both knees into the stomach and chest, wrapping your arms around the shins or underneath the thighs, giving yourself a hug. Thanking yourself for coming to your practice. Thanking the self for creating a space for self-care and self-love. Whenever you're ready, slowly roll yourself to the right side of your mat while you remain in fetal position, allowing for the right arm, blanket, or pillow to cushion the head. After one or two of your breaths, slowly and gently lift yourself into a comfortable seated position while remaining in meditative state. Slowly roll the arms around the body, connecting the palms at the top of the head. Exhale, press the palms at heart center, Anjali Mudra. For a moment, allow that breath to come back into the body. Exhale to gently release it. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat. I hope you enjoyed your session as I enjoy meeting you on the mat. It is always a pleasure, and I thank you for continuing your space, continuing your self-care, your self-love, and I thank you for sharing your journey through this practice called yoga with me. Thank you so much. Feel free to contact me anytime if you have any questions or comments or anything. Feel free to leave them in the comment section or chat session of the video, and I will answer them following the session. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I so hope you enjoyed your space. I look forward to seeing you and meeting you on the mat soon. Thank you so much. Namaste. So thank you so much.